What's up everybody, it's Nefarious here, and in this video I wanted to ask you all the question every Kingdom Hearts fan is dying to have answered, and that of course is, when will Kingdom Hearts 4 actually come out? Now, we all know the rough announced release cycle Kingdom Hearts 3 had, and I understand why plenty of casual fans or onlookers would see that almost 6-year gap between the game's E3 2013 announcement and the spring 2019 release. But the thing is, KH4 was a major outlier. It just was. At the time of its announcement, the game had just barely started development. To add on to that, Square Enix eventually shifted engines from their in-house Crystal tools to the very popular Unreal Engine 4. KH4's development was not, and is still not, the standard for Square Enix's release pipeline, and when you consider the Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal actually looking significantly further along than KH4's initial reveal, well, I think it'll be out sooner than many suspect. And thanks to SE's recent announcements regarding release dates for their upcoming titles like FF16 and FF7 Rebirth, we can theorize a decent timeline on when this highly anticipated game might finally come out. Before we get into all of that though, I would like to ask all of you watching this right now to like this video if you are enjoying it, and leave a comment below on when you think Kingdom Hearts 4 will come out. I plan on covering more KH4 news in the future, as well as many videos on Square Enix games in general, so subscribe if you like this to stay updated on all my upcoming content. Okay, enough shameless plugging, let's discuss Kingdom Hearts 4's release. So, when will KH4 come out? And, well, I don't know, probably in the next decade if I had to guess. Alright, video over, see you guys next time. Okay, now there's a few ways we can determine KH4's release. As I mentioned before, with SE's recent reveals, we know FF16 will be releasing in June of 2023, and FF7 Rebirth will be in late 2023 or early 2024. We also know, based off previous release dates, that FF14's next expansion will likely come out either late 2023 or early 2024, just like FF7 Rebirth. So that basically rules out 2023, as Square have two major FF titles releasing, not to mention their other smaller titles and their new IP Forspoken. So, will KH4 launch in 2024? Well, I do think it's possible. That would be just about 5 years since KH3 and 4 since Remind. And considering they started development with Unreal Engine 4, the same engine KH3 was developed on, and within the last year or so switched over to Unreal 5, well, it isn't a stretch to assume 2024 is the year. You have to keep in mind that UE4 and UE5 aren't drastically different engines by any means. Although I'm not a game dev myself, as far as I'm personally aware, it shouldn't take too much time or resources for them to move everything over. Which means most, if not all, of the work they did prior on UE4 will be maintained in UE5. Now, enough with the engine talk. I think it's pretty clear KH4 won't need as much time to develop as KH3, or at the very least won't need much longer due to using a familiar engine. Okay, but I'm sure plenty of you are a bit skeptical on whether 2024 will be the year or not, and honestly so am I. While I do think it's highly probable, given the gaming industry's current landscape, I wouldn't be too surprised if it did land in 2025, or possibly even later. However, I think it's far more possible for KH4 to release within the next couple of years. Remember, Square do not want another game getting announced half a decade before release. They wouldn't have revealed the game if they weren't 100% sure it'd be out sooner rather than later. And hey, maybe the optimist in me is assuming the best here, but it's genuinely what I think given everything we've covered so far. And I'm sure there's going to be some people who hate Nomura's guts for one reason or another and believe anything he touches will release unfinished, undercooked, or a decade after announcement. And you're more than free to feel that way, but I think KH4 is going to be a seriously special game, and from the little bits and pieces we've seen so far, looks really great. So as for me, I'm predicting a fall 2024 release, and I'm honestly pretty excited to see how all this plays out and when we'll get to play the game. With all of that said and out of the way, please feel free to let me know your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 4 and its release in the comments below. Subscribe for more content like this, and like if you liked it. My name's been Nefarious, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.